Now that I got you guys' attention, let's talk about our Lord and Savior, Elemental Hero Stratos. Stratos is one of the best cards ever, and Konami should release. I can't even keep a straight face. What's going on, everybody? So, you guys already know, megacapital G made a video discussing the entire Yugioh Tcg is screwed simply because of what Konami did with the most recent set, and that is screw us on time thief support. So in this video, I'm going to be responding to megacapital G's videos, giving my top thoughts and opinions about it, and yeah, digging into this topic because while I'm pretty sure you guys clicked the video, thought this was going to be some drama type of video, I actually agree 100% with megacapital G, and I'll talk about why. So with all that being said, let's get into it. Without further ado, let's begin. Starting off with the main topic of megacapital G's video. Shout out to megacapital G. Subscribe to him if you guys are not already. Most of you guys probably are. He mainly discussed in his video that Konami and Dark Neostorm have pretty much replaced time thief support with the Valkyrie stuff. Now, in my opinion, his title wasn't really clickbait, because if you use common sense, bro, if you see the thumbnail, you see time thieves in it, right? And he said Konami just screwed the entire TCG. Not on a literal sense. If you delve a little deeper into that title of the video, you can take it as not them saying, hey, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is done. You can take it as more of along the lines of, okay, they're screwing the TCG because they gave us an awesome archetype with a lot of fucking potential, like Burning Abyss, like Cosmos, just to give us the shaft for a set. Me, myself, InnovationYGO, was pretty excited to play upcoming time thief support potentially. I had my deck ready on standby. I played it a little bit, had my little success on a local level and on an online level with it. I did okay with it. White State Chicago didn't top, but I made some people pretty salty with the deck. So I'm very familiar with the archetype. It even almost top 8 of the regionals. So the deck definitely has a lot of potential, but they didn't give us one fucking card, bro. One card. And everyone's that made capital G's video saying, oh my god, you're terrible, clickbait, 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 you're such a bad person, this is dumb, stop bitching and complaining about the game. It just, one thing that kills me about Yu-Gi-Oh players, bro, like, I don't get y'all. I don't get a lot of y'all. Because they say anytime someone critiques Yu-Gi-Oh, it's either bitching or complaining. Then people tell me all the time, Chris, you bitch, you complain, you talk too much crap, you're so negative. It's like, bro, can somebody please have an opinion about something without being called negative, bitchy, or complaining? It's an opinion. I'm pretty sure not capital G, and it's not going to bed thinking like, oh my god, this is just the end of the world. Ugh, can't put my time in. And I'm obviously not going to bed thinking about, oh, Yu-Gi-Oh, this irks my nerves. But we can be objective with the game and call Konami out on that crap. And that's complete bullshit. Like, why give us damn near a good starting support for an archetype like Time Thief Endure, the little guy, they got Spell a Trap, and not complete and replace it with Valkyries. Like Capital G said, an archetype no one outside of the anime fans give a fuck about, bro. Now, in Konami's defense, Valkyries was pretty popular in Chicago. A lot of people were picking them up for the collector's items. And if I was to take a wild guess, a lot of people probably was invested into that set that Valkyries came out, the Valhalla set, solely because they're old school Yu-Gi-Oh fans. Even though it sucks, Cap G, bro, if you're watching this video, or anybody else who wanted to time to support, Konami did this as a business move to try to push the sales of Dark Neostorm because the set is pretty much garbage. Like, okay, Chiribuni made it good. Chiribuni, no material, all the other little quirky cards that they had added to it to make it passable. Like the Japanese version of the set is trash. The Sunmaker support is lackluster. I mean, everything is lackluster. And that is one thing I kind of hate about the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG as a whole. It's like, why print worthless archetypes? I've never understood it. Not saying every archetype has to be the best deck, but why not push for every archetype to be somewhat competitive? You think it would be common sense, right? Like, you would think, okay, if I'm getting into Yu-Gi-Oh! And I just started playing, and I picked up, let's say, Time Thieves or whatever archetype in a set like Orcus. Even though Orcus is a pretty good supporting engine, so I can't even get mad about that. And, I wanted to play that deck, or like, let's say, for example, pure PKs or whatever. And I find out, well, damn, just paid about $30 for this deck. It's trash. And then people will say, well, what do you expect? The deck is only $30. What do you expect? And it's just like, well, fuck me, what do I expect? I want to play this deck. I want to play it on a competitive level. I shouldn't have to be limited to one thing, which is either going to be Sky Strikers, the structure decks, and the list can go on. I mean, that's inherently a problem with card games where it's like, you have to stay within the meta. Everyone like me don't like playing meta. Like me, for example, you guys already know. I'm an advocate of playing rogue decks. I mean, I recently started playing meta because I want to try to win. And it's a little harder for me, to be honest with you, because playing rogue decks, I was always able to beat people because no one had a side deck for me, versus now when I'm playing Settlement Greats, everyone's used to the matchup, everyone's used to how to beat that deck, so it's kind of harder, and I have to rely on outplaying people, which heavily makes me forget shit. So this is a good learning experience for me from playing meta. I haven't played meta in like 6 years, but back on topic real fast. Konami seriously just needs to start giving all decks, in my opinion, lackluster support. I mean, I think a set inherently would sell itself if every archetype in the set was good. Like, yeah, you can create one theme and keep on pushing to make that the obvious better deck, but come on, bro. Come on, like, why not just give Valkyries, like, put that shit in like the Mega 10s? It's like, why dick tease us, bro? Like, Konami just literally dick teased us with time. They bent us over and said, hey, here's a little bit of the tip. We're gonna give you the rest of it in the next set, and then they pull back and say, fuck it. Just say, fuck it, you're not gonna get it. We might not ever get the support, and a lot of us are very upset. A lot of us pissed. I mean, and people say, oh, you know, stop bitching, play with the Phantom Race, make the Aztec play, and it's like, bro, that's just so lackluster. Like, yeah, if you get the Aztec playoff, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna win because you're gonna stun the opponent out. But obviously, you don't want your deck to rely on one simple play, which is Azathoth or bust. Like, people, I don't see how people don't understand the frustration behind, you know, Tcg, people like me, people like even like Visa TRFS at one point, who just gives the real opinion. It's like, people don't want realism. People want butterflies and rainbows and non-objective bullshit, bro. And it sucks so bad. And as far as the clickbait title, like, it was kind of clickbaity, to be honest with you. But at the same time, this is YouTube. You guys don't get YouTube, which is why, like, a creator like me could push shit like that, like a slightly clickbait title to the side. Because like I said, once again, you look at the thumbnail, you can see, okay, this is obviously going to be about time thieves and about them not getting support. But if you think about YouTube as a whole, the way that shit works now versus back when I first started, when Tcg first started, you really have to capture them click-through rates immediately, or your video is gonna get fucking buried. And that's just how it is. Every major YouTuber is gonna clickbait at some point in time. Hell, every major YouTuber is gonna clickbait at some point in time. Hell, this video arguably is gonna be clickbait to draw people in for the title, because YouTube requires it, and it fucking sucks so bad because they took a system, in my opinion, the algorithm, which is really good, and turned them to what it is now. You gotta be super clickbaity, get them views in to allow your people, to subscribers, to push out and see your content. And then when you get there, you have to hope they stay in order to get yourself pushed out more, instead of you actually working on metadata and perfect titles and perfect thumbnails. That shit don't matter. But that's a whole nother topic. Overall, I'm just talking out of my ass at this point. My main response to Tcg is, bro, that was an awesome video. Time Thieves definitely got cucked on this fucking out of this set. Hopefully we get more Time Thief support in the near future. Hopefully. But knowing Konami, they may do something stupid and say, hey, Time Thieves, that deck, it might just be the type of deck that we just support it one time, leave it alone. We might come back to it 10 years from now, and we're just gonna push things we think we can sell. And you know, from a business standpoint, I get it. Trust me, I really do. But from a player standpoint, from a fan of the archetype standpoint, that fucking sucks. Like, if you're gonna dick tease us with a fucking archetype, at least give us all the support that makes the archetype. And maybe they did, which sucks if they did, because it means the archetype be inherently lackluster. But at least give us all the support from that makes it a competitive deck, because it looked like it was trying to be competitive, instead of giving us a dick tease and this real shit. My damn camera flew off my damn cheap ass microphone stand. So like I was saying, instead of giving us a tad bit of dick tease and support, Konami, just give us some ultimately good support that makes us worthwhile and get us excited to pick up the new set. Because you better believe I'm a good fan of the Time Thief archetype. And you know, I felt this video and I felt Captain's frustration because they obviously like the archetype too. And you know, when I got cucked on heroes with that Vision hero shit, it blew my mind. I'm just like, Konami obviously is not trying to promote these archetypes. But yeah, this is more of a rant on Konami on how they handle things. I mean, obviously, our opinions don't matter because they're making money. We're definitely the minority in this group versus the majority of players who just are either afraid to call them out on their bullshit or just don't give a shit. So tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. Like the video. If you're new here, subscribe for more. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Peace.